Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So I hope you guys are well and are enjoying the benefits of the Infinite Porter perk or the enhanced drop rates of the Gates of Buisness. I've actually not done a couple of Gates of Buisness kills since release. It kind of burnt me out a little bit, but I have been loving the Infinite Porter. Now what we're going to be doing in this video, I don't want to absolutely overcram the Infinite Porter sort of idea, but what I'm going to do is just throw in a couple of ideas because I wanted to do this video based on player-owned farms and player-owned farm meat you can collect. Now, as you know, player-owned farm meat, it is always in demand if you're doing player-owned farms yourself or if you're looking to sell the meat to make a profit. It can be a really good way to go and AFK some decent GP while you've got this porter. Especially if you're an Iron Man or especially if you do a lot of player-owned farms, it's a good way for you to save a bit of profit because meat can get expensive with the rate the farming animals go through it, especially if you're doing dragons and your dinosaurs as well. So if you're doing all the range of player-owned farms, a couple of hours of just some pure AFK meat hunting, for a better word, can really help you just to save a bit of money. So what I'm going to do is cover all the spots which you can go and do, and what this is going to help me as well is actually to get out of this hole. As much as I'm loving the Infinite Porter, I just need a change of scenery from the Sagebrush spots. Bit of a side note as well, I did do that video on the Sagebrush probably about 2 months ago. And for a better term in a word, I absolutely spooned the Sagebrush. And to make you all feel better, I have easily been sort of doing art for probably about 250 artifacts total and not a single piece. So I have paid for it, getting lucky the first time. Now, what I want to show you before we're going to go and kill these poor little animals is I've seen some comments lately about people not enjoying having the Infinite Porter boost all the time. Now, I want to show you guys that you can turn it off. It doesn't pause the timer, so your timer will still be ticking off. But if you're going to go do something like a quest or do something where you really could do without like having your items banked, I just want to show you guys how you can turn it off just for the time being. Now, once you reactivate it, it's the same thing. You just need to go speak to the princess here. But if you look at toggle effects, you can turn it off. So if you can click it off, your Infinite Porter then vanishes. And if you want to turn it back on, just go back and toggle effects. And then you can turn it back on like that as well. But just a little tip for you guys real quick. That's how you turn it on and off if you want to. Same with the drop enhancer. Not sure why you would, but that is an option as well. So all these methods for the player-owned farmed meat, basically they're going to be very low combat level. And also look at the nice little stack of artifacts we've got. So I'm not really going to take much in terms of like armor and stuff. I'm just going to take like a basic little magic setup because I think magic, it's nice and like you can just change up what you're doing. But it is a really good way, especially if you're low combat, to train your magic or train a combat stat and be really AFK. Now, what I would say as well, one of the most important items for you to buy here is aggression potions, because these monsters won't be aggressive to you. If you want this to be fully AFK, chill, not have to pay attention to the screen, what you do need is the ability to just like have those monsters attack you. So we're going to go into the normal spellbook now, and I'm going to head over to Birthbook because Birthbook's going to be the place where we're going to start our first sort of selection of animals. Now, the good thing with Birthbook is Birthbook has access to 3 of the different animals which you're going to go and kill. The first one is going to be rabbits, which obviously we've talked about rabbits at quite big length on the channel, and it's probably one of the best sort of starter making money methods, but I've run through all the time. Like, I try and find something better to sort of suggest to an account than starting to kill rabbits, but rabbits always seem to be the best one. Now, the higher your magic level is, the quicker you go into one hit them, but also the fact that you can use area of effect abilities. That is something really important for you to do as well. If you have area of effect, it just means you can kill more at one time. And a really important thing for all these methods is for you to have the ability to area loot. If you have area loot, you can just hit your account here, just AFK, and then every now and then you press spacebar, and they all vanish to your bank. Now the good thing is as well, with all of these animals, you have the ability to get the player-owned farm animals. Now, you just seen that I've got a common rabbit come into my bank. I don't think any of these, apart from one of the later ones, will be much GP, but because it's not affecting your info space, you may as well pick them up because it's just going to be more GP anyway. The beauty of this method as well is that you can leave it to go beyond the full info. So as you can see here, we've got way beyond like the 28 items left. Someone's just stole my rabbits. People crashing this day and age. But anyway, so you can leave it to get a full info, and then what you do is just press spacebar, and then the full info will pick up on what's left as well. So yeah. Rabbit's very easy, and as you see, we've picked up some of the player-owned farm ones as well, so really good to get some player-owned farm animals if you want to. Again, you'll probably get over like 1 to 2k of these per hour, and they are a little bit down, but again, if you get them for yourself, that's great. If not, all of these meats, I'd probably suggest sort of sitting on for a little while, just because I think the prices can go a little bit down because of Infinite Porters. Like everything, it will go down, but after that, it will start to pick up because people will need these anyway because they need to feed their animals. So once I finish this dose, I'll go over to the next animal and then we'll start on that one as well. Right, so rabbits all done. We will loot that. Quite interested though. I'm just gonna, well, once I've looted the rest of my rabbits, check the bank to see how many of those rabbits we actually managed to kill in a nice little 5-minute AFK section. 10 of the player-owned farm rabbits as well, which is, yeah, it's not too bad. Rabbit. So we did 319 in sort of 5 minutes. So for sort of like a full hour, you actually could be around 3.6k if you can sort of like AFK it hard, which like that's about 3 mil per hour, like minimum 3 mil per hour. Right, so the next one we're going to go kill, we have quite a little selection down here. We've got the cows. Now, the good thing is with cows and chickens as well, which will have it over rabbits, is that you're going to be able to bank the leather as well, or the cowhide. Same with the chickens as well, you're going to be able to bank the eggs. The problem is with like the cows and stuff, they're a little bit more spread out, and it doesn't seem as if they're going to be sort of like actively trying to kill me. So these cows seem a little docile, so it might be better to actually like kill in the Loombridge pen. So the Loombridge pen, you've got a big selection of cows. Your main problem is they're quite sort of spread out, so you want to sit in the middle of the pen and just sort of like do the same sort of thing. They don't seem to be as aggressive as the rabbits, so this could also have a downside of you might have to go and click occasionally as well, just to make sure that you are attacking. As you can see here, we've managed to hit some of them with chain, and they're really just not on us. So yeah, maybe not as aggressive here in Burthorpe, but we'll go and check in Loombridge afterwards, once we've done that. But as you can see though, decent price on like the cowhide and the beef, and decent profit there to be fair. Now, another one here, again, it might be a better idea to go and do it in Lumbee, because they're definitely aggressive down there. Chickens. So chickens is another meat as well. Chickens always seem to be the best price. So a chicken is 2.1k. The only sort of problem with chickens here is, again, the gates sort of get in the way. So what I'm going to go and do, go and hop over to Lumbee and see if they are better there, because they just seem to be a little bit off. But those are the 3 starter meats I would look at doing first. So you've got beef, which has got a decent price, and you've got the cowhide. You've got rabbits, which is just going to be pure AFK at that spot. In chickens as well. Now, with the chickens, you're going to have feathers and eggs, and with the cows, you're going to have the cowhide as well. They're all going to contribute and add a little bit more GP on as well. So they'll probably both outperform rabbits. Chickens especially will, because at 2k each, you're basically earning twice per chicken that you are of a rabbit. The chickens seem to be better and more aggressive in this pen here, because you've not got the gate. Although what you want to make sure you can do is just get them all in the pen. Like, once I've killed all these chickens off, oh no, there you go, it's killed it there. Make sure the gate's shut, and then you can just AFK as well. With this spot, you have eggs which sort of constantly spawn in. You'll be able to pick them up and bank them as well, so a little bit more profit from chickens. But as you see, you are waiting for spawns, whereas with Burthorpe, it was pretty consistent and you were getting the drops all the time. But again, it's going to be AFK. They're going to come and attack you, and you can just sit in AFK as well. And you will get all the extra egg drops, because they will just spawn in every time you press the spacebar. And again, it may not be the sort of best method for a main level, but if you like to Iron Man your own player-owned farm supplies and you want a little bit of profit, you can come and do this as well. Now, we did mention cows, and if we go straight over the river over here, we will have the old cows here. Now, the main problem with this spot is they are a little bit spread. Well, I thought they were a little bit spread, actually. They seem to be quite close together. So this is the cow spot in Loombridge, and again, you want to just make sure you get the right space. Now, these seem to be aggressive. So what I would suggest, while rabbits are good, the ones in the pens is sort of Burthorpe, I think are more sort of starter spaces or training spaces, so you don't really want to go there. Whereas this spot here in Loombridge, they do seem to be aggressive. Your main problem here is space, whether you can pick everything up with area loot in one big go. But again, spawns might be a bit of a problem. But you can try and get it here. Now, you might be a bit better off in this spot here, further down, because you might have like a little bit extra. But they will spawn, and you will be able to AFK your supplies there. So that is the 3 different methods of collecting meat. Now, I did go and try yaks, because I thought yaks would be a really good one, because you can bank the yak hide as well. However, you can't actually bank yak hide meat with reporters. Don't know if that's an oversight, but it basically meant that it's not worthwhile doing, because you're going to have the yak hair and the yak meat fill your invo too quickly for you to AFK. So the 3 ways for you to get your best player-owned farm meat is with chickens, rabbits and cows. My personal opinion would be is that rabbits are the best one out of the lot, only because of their spawn time, where they're all sort of camped together, and how AFK they really are. I do think that's better. With chickens and cows, we were waiting for spawns, but if you look back at the clips of the rabbits, we were always in combat and we were getting rabbits remarkably quick. Whereas with the beef and the chickens, not that quick at all. So if you're looking to Iron Man your own meat for player owned farms, if you're looking to make some money just AFK and a little bit with a porter and you're very low level, this is definitely what I would suggest for you to do, because it's easy, it's AFK. All you're going to sort of pay for is the cost of an aggression potion, and if we were to keep the sort of pace which we were a little while ago, we were looking at like 3.6k meat per hour, which is not bad at all. You literally just sit here, kill the rabbits AFK, let it fill up, and then you just hit your spacebar twice, and then you can go back to AFK and afterwards. Now this is just for meat. If you're looking to do fish, you can pretty much fish any sort of spots, and your porters will pick it up. Some really good spaces though where you could go and do it while it's this sort of time. The barbarian assault spot where you can do the salmon, sturgeon and trout are really good if you're looking to sort of train your agility and other skills. The corrosive spot for the fungal algae as well is a really good spot as well, and you'll get some corrosive troves while doing that as well. But really, any other spots for your fish is where you can get it. Raw rat meat is something else you could do as well, but I don't think it's really as good as what rabbits or the other two would be, so that's why I've sort of kept it out. But that is going to be the end of this video. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to give me a like, subscribe to the channel. Again, just trying to get these port videos out, just with any like useful info, just so you to catch it if you are looking to do anything with it as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to give me a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.